Welcome back to Better Health, brought to you by Pure Health Direct. Today, of course, we're talking to Cara Phillips, the founder and director of Carmage Pure Botanical Skincare. Now, just to clarify as well, your website is www.carmage.com.au.
C-A-R-M-A-J-E.
That's it, that's the spelling we're after. It's with a C and a J. So we're talking about, of course, caring for our bodies, our skin and ourselves. Now, before the break, Cara shared with us her top 3 tips for caring for our bodies. What about skincare, Cara?
Before the break, we're talking about how important water is for our skin. And look, just like plants and trees, you're not going to get those beautiful green glossy leaves and those gorgeous flowers without feeding plants plenty of water. Plants also need the right nutrients in the soil to grow healthy and strong. So the first port of call when talking about healthy skin is to eat well. Eat well and drink plenty of water. We don't want to expose our bodies to lots of artificial chemicals, additives and preservatives in the food we eat, so nor should we really expose the outside of our bodies, our skin, to these chemicals as well.
Sounds good.
And look, remember that our skin is our body's largest organ. It performs lots of key functions every day, such as helping to protect against infection, helps stop viruses from entering our bodies, it regulates our body temperature, also protects our bodies from injury, against heat, light radiation, and absorbs the vital vitamin D that we need from the sun, as well as also protecting against moisture loss, which is what we talk about when you come to skincare.
That's it.
And just as important as it is to feed our bodies well on the outside, it's imperative that we feed them well on the outside. So avoiding chemicals in skincare products and choosing certified organic products where possible.
Very important.
I like to use the term skin fitness. For me it's just as you get your body fit, you also need to take action to get your skin fit. The widespread use of nicotine and HRT patches, I think, have highlighted just how quickly some ingredients are passed through our skin and into our bloodstreams. I don't think we can put our head in the sand anymore when it comes to talking about optimum health and skincare products.
No, absolutely. So what should we be looking for in choosing skincare and personal care products?
Well, to start with, I sort of challenge you to turn over your favourite face cream and try to read the label.
Oh.
Can you pronounce the ingredients in it? Most of the time I'd say no, and if you can't, then it's probably to take a change when that one runs out. Remember what we were saying before about what your grandmother would have eaten. If you can't pronounce the ingredient on the label, then you can pretty much rest assured that it's chemical and that it's not natural at all. Many skincare companies use the concoction of these chemical ingredients that are just as harmful, I believe, to your health as they are to our bodies, which we were talking about. And why? Because they're unbelievably cheap, and they often provide an unlimited shelf life to products, so they're great for manufacturers.
Yes.
Take mineral oil, for example. It's a petroleum byproduct. It's very cheap to source. There are concerns about the potential contamination of a lot of mineral oils that are on the market. The other thing is they tend to sit on your skin, so they're not absorbed into your skin the way that natural oils, like cold-pressed oils like sweet almond, jojoba, rosehip, macadamian. So, they're not doing the hydration that you really demand from your skincare anyway. Some baby oils on the market are 100% mineral oil. Yes. With a bit of fragrance shown in. I find that astounding, and it's something that I certainly don't want to be using on my kids.
No.
When you look at cold pressed oils such as sweet almond and jojoba, and they mimic the skin's natural oils, so they're absorbed a lot easier, and as I said, they hydrate so much better. And at Carmage we only use natural and certified organic cold pressed oils in all of our products. So they have the vital nutrients to feed our skin as well as providing superior hydration.
Sounds good. So Cara, what are the main ingredients we need to avoid with skincare products?
First one I would suggest is mineral oil, which I've really just spoken about. The second would be parabens. Now parabens is a term that's used for a range of preservatives that are found in estimated over 90% of the skincare on the market, such as ethyl paraben, butyl paraben, methyl paraben. They're a mouthful even to say. They're used because they give almost indefinite shelf life to products, which is great for manufacturers, not so great for you and I. And the other reason I'd steer clear of these is that they've been shown to mimic estrogen in the body and disrupt our body's delicate hormone balance. More recently, they've been linked to breast cancers because some traces of parabens were found in some breast tumours in a 2004 study actually that was conducted at the University of Reading in the UK. Look, this may have been due to their ability to mimic estrogen in the body, which is known as a driver for breast tumours.
Yep.
But it's definitely highlighted that there's a link that definitely needs more study into it.
Something we were talking about last week even.
Yeah, and look, there's a lot of safer natural preservatives out there that I just think we need to be looking at, which A, don't cause allergic reactions like so many on the market, and B, don't have the links with cancer.
Yeah, look, it certainly seems the natural way is the safer and healthier alternative. The third ingredient to avoid?
For this one, I probably lump together synthetic colours and fragrances. You know, I don't need my cream to be a particular colour, and I certainly don't need it that has a fragrance, in inverted commas, added into it. You know, I think the thing with the term fragrance is that it can be listed as just fragrance on your label, yet it can contain up to 200 chemical compounds that I don't know what it is and you don't know what it is.
No.
So I would definitely steer clear of the word fragrance on any skincare label. We only use botanical extracts and essential oils that are all certified organic. So, you know, we certainly don't use any synthetic chemicals in or fragrances in any of our products. And our extracts and oils are used basically because of their therapeutic benefits. You know, not
Yes.
because they add a particular smell or colour to our products. You know, I think it can be so hard to know what's best, what's natural, what's just clever marketing. So again, you know, become informed. Start to learn to read labels. You know, we've got on our website some fantastic information about ingredients to avoid in skincare products. We've got some postcards as well, which we can make available to Pure Health Direct to give out, which have our top 7 ingredients to avoid in skincare products. So,
Sounds
you
excellent.
know, either look at either of the websites to, you know, be informed and make decisions.
Yeah, so perhaps we should give our listeners some information on how they can get this from you.
Yeah,
you know,
that's great. Yeah, I think we can make it available with Pure Health Direct, and that would be good.
Excellent. So you shared with us tips for creating healthy body and healthy skin, living well. So what's your very last tip, Cara?
Wade, as I said at the beginning of the show, I'm really passionate about living well, and probably the most ingredient to do this with is our minds, having a healthy mind. There's a lovely saying which I heard once, and I don't know who said it, but it says, "You look after you for me, and I'll look after me for you." And I think that self-care is so underrated in this fast-paced world that we live in.
Yes.
And yet, for me, it's the foundation to living well, you know, maintaining balance in your life and ultimately happiness. You know, as a mum, we often are last in the pecking order in a household. And, I used to think it was selfish to take time out for me. But I tell you what, not anymore. I've discovered that when I'm topped up, then, you know, everyone else is topped up, because there's certainly no way I can be there for my kids or my husband or anyone else unless I'm there for me. And, you know, I think also whinging about not having time to take, you know, to take time out will get you nowhere. You know, my husband just, when I did that once, he just sort of turned around and said, "Well, do it, pencil it in," you know. So I just think that's it. You've got to do it. You've got to be very conscious about it. It takes 2 minutes to make a phone call or email a friend to see whether they're free. So caring for you, I believe, is just about as important as anything you do in life. And I truly believe that it's not about not having time, it's about not making time to do the things that are really important in your life.
Absolutely. I mean, in this fast-paced world that we live in, yeah, I can think of a lot of things that I need to, you know, to do now and make time for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Cara, thank you for the wonderful information today. Of course, our listeners can jump on the websites, whether it be www.carmaget.com.au or www.purehealthdirect.com. Fantastic time.
And I also just wanted to jump in, is that we've got a little giveaway today for listeners. Anyone who calls the Pure Health direct line, which you can give the number for that.
Yeah, it's 1300 885 348.
We've got a little 50ml size of our pure our aloe cleansing gel, which we're happy to give away to listeners this morning.
Beautiful, sounds great. So the first listener to ring in, or first 5 I should say, I didn't realise that, first 5 to call in will get a free bottle. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Cara, for coming and speaking to us today.
Not a problem, thanks for having me.
No worries, we'll hopefully speak to you soon, and we'll speak to our listeners again next week, Monday. You're listening to Better Health, brought to you by Pure Health Direct. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Next week from 11 a.m. for 99 cents.